Well, it's not often we get to work on a pink house. Reminds me of Bermuda or the colors in the Southwest. It's a lovely old Queen Anne Victorian. Let's go inside and see what the homeowners have for us. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Jim Clark from Ask This Old House.
Jim, nice to meet you. Kathleen O'Connor.
Hi, Kathleen.
This is
Hey, Jim.
my husband,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for coming. Come on in.
Great.
Sources, come on. Come on.
This looks like a two-family. Has it always been that way?
The house was built in the late 1800s and it was converted to a two-family in the late 20s,
Oh.
as best we can tell.
In your plans?
Our plans, we're going to keep it as a two-family and do some work on it, as you can see.
Well, it looks like you've been heavily into it already. Looks like you've done some heavy lifting.
Yeah, this was the old kitchen. It was really small, so we took these two walls down, demolished them.
Yeah.
Took the ceiling down.
Yeah.
We're kind of working our way through it.
Oh, look at this window. Hope you're going to save that.
Going to try to. It's kind of in the way now, but we'll try to figure something out with the space.
That's a beauty. What else? Oh, it looks like you've been at work on wallpaper and plastering.
Yeah, the plastering has been quite a project. It's been I know I'm not very good at it, but I've
It looks like you got a good start. We can
persistent, I guess.
give you some ideas on that.
Great, great.
A lot of sanding, scraping, caulking. It's taking a lot of time. This one's half done, but we finished over here. Got another room that's cleaned up.
Let's see it.
This is going to be the living room.
Great room. Nice light.
Yeah, it's a good room. Had 3 or 4 coats of paint and paper on it, which we took down, and Kathleen did most of the plastering and cleaned it up and painted most of it so that we got a place to live while we do the rest of the house.
It looks like you can exist in here while you work on the rest of it.
Yeah, it's not bad. Nice details. We like the windows. It's a great little spot.
Looks like you did a pretty good job on the plaster, the ceiling. They even did the casings, but you haven't attacked these sash yet.
No, not yet. We kind of ran out of time and wanted to get in here, so but we want to, try that eventually.
Well, I would give you a suggestion. I would take these right out if you're going to work on them. Don't work on them in your clean living space. Take them out, move them to another room that hasn't been cleaned up yet, and set up a window factory. Strip them down. You can do the outside of it at the same time. Fix the putty, decide on your outside color, paint them up, and then put them back in one at a time as you have time. Then you don't feel so overwhelmed.
Yeah, sounds good. Put Kathleen on it right away.
Sounds great.
Kathleen, you said you had some problem with wallpaper. It looks like you did a pretty good job.
Yeah, the wallpaper's been really tough to get off. Let me show you what we have in the hallway.
Okay.
We've got several layers of wallpaper that has been painted.
Oh, that's a no-no.
So it's a real problem.
Oh, please, promise me, for the rest of the project you won't do this.
Oh, I can't imagine why anybody ever would, but we really need to get this wallpaper off so that we can put some fresh paint on and clean it up.
This is a tough situation, but I think I can help you. I think what we need to do, though, is set up a proper staging.
Okay.
If you could help me out with that down at the truck.
Be great.
Sounds great.
Let's go. Okay, I think we're all set. We've got a good working height here, good sturdy plank, good drop cloths, and a few good tools. Simple tools, really. Wide scraper blade, some scrubbing pads, various scrapers. This is what we really start with. This helps soften the wallpaper glue. We pour some of that solution into a pump sprayer, just like a garden sprayer. Let's mix some hot water in there, and we spray that on the wall, and that's the first step. Sometimes we actually go to a machine like this. Have you ever seen one of these?
No, I haven't used one of those.
It's an electric wallpaper steamer. Pour some water in there, it heats it up. You hold it over the wall.
Doesn't ruin the wall at all?
Nope. Plaster is good and strong. It can stand the heat. Once it gets soft, then you're back to your scraping.
You have to buy that, or can you rent that?
No, these are for rent.
Oh, great.
Okay, so the first step would be, though, whatever method you're going to use, whether it's the steamer or the pump sprayer, you've got to give yourself a little bit of an edge. You've got to use this tool, which will nick the painted surface with these really sharp blades. and let the solution or the steam soak into the wall. Kind of random pattern, go over the whole wall, get a bunch of nicks in there, then we're ready to spray and steam. You want to try it out, Kathleen?
Sure. Okay.
Cover as much territory as you can. Big random pattern, make sure you get the edges and corners. And then we'll start some spraying. Oh,
Just about what you had in mind.
looking good. Getting it plenty wet.
Nice and wet, yeah.
The wetter the better, because the solution needs to soak in and penetrate through this painted surface.
What is this stuff? It's got a little smell to it.
Yeah, it's some sort of enzyme-based product that softens the glue and allows you to scrape it off.
Let's hope so.
Now the steamer's working.
If it gets wet, it definitely comes off easier.
Yeah, whether the solution comes from the pump sprayer or from the steamer, you got to keep it good and wet, and then you're going to make some quick progress.
A little more solution up here, Jim. Give my arms a break.
You got it. We'll get that wet down. As long as there's so many open edges, it really soaks in. I think we've got this wall licked.
There we go.
So Jim, what's the truth there? Is this how Michelangelo actually got started?
Oh yeah, I have it on good authority. This is it. Oh, it's looking great, guys. I'm proud of you. Good work. The final step would be get it wet again. And what we got to do is scrape off the remaining pieces of paper and the glue residue.
Right.
Using that same solution. And then we really get into it with buckets of water, maybe a grill scrubber.
Okay.
Not gonna hurt the plaster at all? Just right down?
Now just scrub it down, keep rinsing it off.
Just like that?
There you go. Yeah, don't be afraid to really scrub it. Loosen up that glue. You don't want to put a coat of paint on over the glue. When the glue finally dries again, it'll wrinkle the paint. And then you'll be back to square one.
Well, what do you think, Coach?
I think you guys did a great job today. The wall looks really good after a lot of scraping and scrubbing.
Yeah, definitely a lot of scraping, but we appreciate the tips and the help you gave us as well.
You're welcome.